We got that Poppa Pank. 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 Here we are. Here we are. Oh, take him off mute. There he is.
To our special lunchtime episode of Poppa Pank. Why don't you get it started?
Why don't I? Let me chicky fricky. Let me get that started. Greetings. Here we are. Welcome to Poppa Pank. I am Jaylene Clark Owens. This is my co-host and friend,
Bagel.
And we welcome you to this special matinee edition of Poppa Pank. You are listening to the tunes of Ill Dutes with their song Terrebonne. Terrebonne is from the soundtrack An Octoroon. An Octoroon is a play by Brandon Jacob Jenkins. And doing that play, that's where me and Justin met. And we've been engaging in shenanigans ever since. So we welcome you. Sit back, grab your Poppa drink or your Poppa lunch. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the shenanigans.
Yes, that's right. You heard it here. We're engaged. And to celebrate our engagement, we have some Poppa Pank thanks. Thank all of our Poppa Pank Papas out there. Hi, we're excited for Poppy Pank time. Yes, that was a good one. I must say, there are poppy seeds on this. Poppy Pank. Pank Papas, thank you for those of you tuning in with us right now, especially we're at our special time. Any new viewers out there who may be watching us live for the first time. And we want to thank all of you who are following us on social media. And if you don't do it yet, please do. We also want to give a special thanks to Campbell O'Hare for our new promo pics.
Yes. You want to share some of those? Let's get into it. Excuse me, I have to.
We're approaching season 2. I'd say we're in our second season. And is that true, Jaylene?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know, nobody knows. But we're leveling up. Is the case? Is the thing? And
okay, so here are our photos.
I love this one. Jump shots. This one, we're good actors. Makes us we can act like friends. And this one.
Look at how hard I am making him laugh.
I don't know what it is, but it was something. You got all the veins popping out on that one. All the veins.
Veins.
And for those of you that don't know, we are both Philadelphia-based actors, writers, teachers, artists, and friends. And we're not engaged. We're just engaged in ideas.
Yes. And so, yes, thank you for everybody who's tuning in who may not have normally tuned in because, we usually here at 9:00 p.m. Shout out to those who are watching this rewatch at 9 p.m. in the future.
Watch party.
Yes, watch party. But yes, thank you for joining us, Justin. Now, Justin usually has a different kind of background going on. He is in a new place. He is actually reporting to us live from inside the Wilma Theater Bubble. So we are going to get into more of that and what that means. It's very exciting. We also have a special announcement about Poppa Pank's November schedule, so stick around to the end for that. And because we're artists, specifically actors, we could not pass up an opportunity to get into costume for Halloween. I mean, we haven't been able to get paid to be in costume recently, so we got to take every chance we can because of the pandemic. So I'm in my costume, but I'll have Justin share what his costume is.
Yeah. Do you want the audience to guess who you are, or you want to guess that later?
They can guess, but okay. Let's hear about yours first.
We'll hear about mine, but as I'm sharing mine, if you think you know who Jaylene is, type it in the chat. Type it in the chat.
Type it in the chat.
So this is a costume from my alter ego, Wild Basil, which Paul calls Wild Bagel. Good one. This is basically a costume made from recycled costumes from the past. This is a hat that from a show I did in 2008. This is also from that same show. And then this thing I got at a thrift store. It's just a ball of yarn that's been turned into a necklace. So, costuming on a dime is the way I've always said. But I've always loved Halloween, and I never get a chance to celebrate because I'm always in a show, which is a good thing. But usually on Halloween, I'll show up at the theater in this hat and maybe like a weird shirt. But if I could, I would get in full regalia. But Halloween has taken a new meaning on for me now that I have a 4-year-old.
Yes.
And it's really fun to experience holidays through a kid. Jaylene, okay, who are you supposed to be?
Well, I mean, I want folks to guess.
Did anybody guess?
Not really. We've got some answers, but I'm gonna give folks a little bit more time. Here I am giving more clues as to who I am. Oh, okay, all right. Well, while people continue to put their suggest their guesses as to my costume, I'm feeling a little parched. So I think we should just go ahead and get into that time. Oh, he got his glass there in the bubble. All right, here we go. Get your glass so we can clank.
Stop for that. Papa drank.
Papa drank.
Papa drank.
Papa drank.
Papa drank.
And cheers.
So long since we've done this.
And cheers. Arriba, abajo, al centro, adentro. Maluhay.
Okay, because it's a lunchtime episode and I have a whole work day ahead of me, I am speaking the spookiest thing I can drink out of this glass, which is seltzer water. Also, this seltzer is helping quell, and we're going to get to our lunch here in a moment, but we've had craft services out here in the bubble, and last night, so we specifically told them a few days ago, nothing gassy, nothing that will hurt our stomachs. And last night they decided to give us broccoli and cheddar soup.
So broccoli, definitely gassy, and cheese, super gassy.
In a soup form. So it just went right down there. Now the entire house is dealing with it. So that's my Papa Drank is
your TMI for the day.
TMI for the day. Yes, welcome. We're at a new time.
For those who don't know what craft services, what is that, Justin? What's craft services?
They come over and they knit like scarves and they like crochet and they paper mache your face just cause. They build earrings for you. And then they say, do you need more glue, sir? And I say, no, that's not craft services. That was a play on the word craft and the word services. Craft services is usually the food that is provided when you're working on a project or a set or something like that. They have like all different kinds of food, all different kinds of meals and things like that. So that's happening and it's really exciting.
Well, we are in sync today because I am also drinking seltzer. I am having
bye.
What?
In sync.
Yep. We are in sync and Justin Timberlake because I am also drinking seltzer. It is 12 in the afternoon. And while I don't think that's too early if you want to have a little drink, I just decided to also drink seltzer at this time. So cheers to our seltzers.
Cheers to our seltzers. Cheers.
Cheers. We can make like one. Okay, we're going to stop.
One cup. All of you out there, while we're one cupping, can you all try to type in what you're drinking? What is your Papa lunch?
Yes. What's your Papa lunch, Papa drink? And also, okay, we've got some guesses as to who I am. So I got Pharrell from Mama Pat.
Pharrell.
Nunu. Hey, Nunu.
I don't know who Nunu is, but hey.
She loves us. She loves you. I think she loves you more than me. She also thought Pharrell. Let's see. Paul says DJ Clark Owens. All right, we're getting close.
All right. Who else?
This is so funny. Mama Pat, I was going to be Miss Badu, actually. I literally had everything set for Miss Badu. But what I wound up being is...
Look at that. For the
Here
win.
I am.
For the win, DJ D Nice. We'll be sending you your t-shirt that hasn't been made yet.
Club quarantine up in here. You see, I got my hat. Okay. Club PoppaPank quarantine. Got my D Nice, got my headphones and my turntables. These are my husband's turntables. So I said, you know what? Let me put things into use.
Does Lawrence DJ?
That's for another episode.
Okay. One day we're gonna get elusive unicorn creature on this episode. All right. Now, because we're at this noon time, at lunchtime, we not only want to know what you're drinking, but we also know what you're eating.
Yes.
Probably on your lunch break, whether that means taking a break from your 10th Zoom of the day. I know, I've been there. We've been there. Or you're actually outside taking your lunch break. Let's have lunch together. Let us know in the comments what you're eating for lunch. And if not, go from the computer or your headphone or wherever. Go get yourself a lunch. Jaylene, what are you eating for Papa lunch today?
Well, first of all, you know, we have a little lag. So folks are just now typing in their, well, I'm just now seeing their Papa drinks. So Mama Pat has a ginger ale with a splash of OJ. Okay.
Mama Pat's probably also digesting that broccoli cheddar soup from yesterday.
Paul has some water.
Yeah, some water. Hutu. I think it's pronounced Hutu.
Shout out to Paul and my mom-in-law Janice and my dad and Mama Pat. These are all folks who they join us at 9 and they're joining us at 12. We appreciate you. And we also appreciate our newcomers, such as Nunu here.
Hi, Nunu. Wait, ready for some tequila? No, it's been a long year, that's for sure.
This is what she's drinking.
Coffees.
But then...
Yo, Nunu, that's how I'm going to spell coffee from now on.
We got some Sunkist orange soda happening. And then for the Papa lunch...
We got a ham sandwich up in here.
So here's my Papa lunch.
Oh.
I went to...
Hip City Veg. Yeah.
Hip City Veg.
To Hip City Veg. Okay, what are you eating? Tell us.
So I had them, well, I didn't go. I had them deliver me some vegan chicken nuggets, which I put in the oven to warm them up. I might put it in a little too long. And then we got some sweet potato fries and their little Hip City Veg sauce. So all of this is vegan.
All right. How that is and if it makes you gassy. But I love Hip City Veg so much. I used to go there on break when I was teaching, and it's right down the street at UArts. Which one did you get yours delivered from?
Caviar.
Oh, okay. So through Caviar, go out there and get your Hip City Veg. Remember to put in the chat what you're eating on your lunch. For mine, so my food habits in this bubble have been so whack. Like it's just like eating at midnight, 1 a.m., like full meals, like not eating anything during the day, having broccoli and cheddar soup. P.S. I am lactose intolerant, so I don't know why I ate that, but
you do that.
Some of the other meals have been really good. There has been like a bangin' chili we had, a really delicious turkey burger, some good salads and things. So it's all over the place. So when I'm left to just fend for myself and eat for myself, I try to find like the blandest, lightest things, which is why Papa Bagel came, which is why Wild Bagel came into the mix. And then I was also like, what could be spooky today? And I thought, you know, seeds in my teeth and maybe like a potato chip crunch in your ear, just because I would like to torture you all out there. Right. But, got my bagel, got my chips. Both Jaylene and I's foods are all the same beige color. And we're interested in knowing what you're eating out there. Yeah.
That's our lunch. That is our lunch. Well, I'm glad you got your food. Everybody got their food. Food always brings me much joy. Much joy. I'm always tickled very pank by good food, which brings us to our next segment, Tickled Pank. So on this segment, this is the part where we talk about things that are tickling us pank, that are bringing us joy and whatnot. So I'm going to just start off talking about what's bringing me joy. And I must say, I've needed a lot of joy recently, you know. Life been a little crazy over here. Ooh,
You don't stop. Life does not.
that's a good lunch.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
But life has been crazy. What you said, Justin?
There's a delicious oxtail soup, a Filipino dish that I will share next time. But
okay,
yeah, go on. What were you gonna say?
What am I saying? Oh yes, so I needed a lot of joy recently, and food just does that for me. So food delivery services have me tickled pank. Let's see, Postmates, Uber Eats, Caviar. What else do they have? DoorDash, Seamless, and also check out Black and Mobile, which is a Black-owned food delivery service. They are here in Philly. I think they're in Atlanta. They might be in Detroit, but they're definitely here in Philly. So if you are here in the Philadelphia area, check out Black and Mobile. They are Black-owned. But yes, so the food delivery services are bringing me joy.
Wait, which one do you use for what purpose? I'm always confused about this.
They all have different things. Like, I just found out that Caviar, who is owned by DoorDash, so you would think that it would have the same things, but they don't. Like, I just found out Caviar has Hip City Veg, and they have Love Deli, which is another vegan spot in the Reading Terminal Market. Like, it depends what I want to eat.
I wonder what the agreements are, the algorithm, like why some carry some and some don't. Who knows?
I don't know, but they're bringing me joy and bringing me food. So thank you for that. The other thing that's bringing me joy is folks getting out here to vote. Like,
yes.
Me traveling through Philly, I'm seeing all these Black folks standing in line, getting a vote out, voting early. Like, folks is out here voting. And so I have a video to share. This is not in Philly, but I found this video. My friend sent it to me, and this just brought me so much joy. Where is it? Here it is.
Yeah. Yes.
So these folks are waiting to vote. But because Black people, because this is how we be, we gonna make it fun.
In that t-shirt too.
Like, look at this.
Yeah.
It's a whole party. Like, they make me want to go back out. I voted already, but they make me just want to go stand out there and dance with them. First of all, I miss going to parties. So
yes,
I just want to be there. So yes. So that's that. Oh, okay. All right. Cha. Okay. So that has brought me a lot of joy to see folks getting out there to vote, to see folks making the best of a bad situation in the places where, because folks are trying to suppress the vote and stop people from voting. They're making it very difficult, which is why you have all these long lines combined with the pandemic. It's a lot going on, but it really makes me happy to see folks, despite all that, folks are still getting out and folks are making it fun by having some music and some artists and stuff like that. So that's bringing me joy. What's bringing you joy, Justin? What's got you tickled pank?
So much. I've been really happy with all the Halloween decorations I've been seeing around. Everybody like trying to out-spook each other. Out here in the Poconos, things are weird, right? We all know what things are weird means. But one of the weirdest things is there's a man on the drive to the shoot location who stands in a full Michael Myers Halloween mask and outfit, and he just stands in his yard and just watches the cars go by. It's one of the most horrifying things I've ever seen on Halloween. Yes. Question?
What do you mean? He's just standing there all the time?
Yeah, it's like random days. He just stands there. And at first it was really scary. And then it's like slowly evolved to getting me tickled pank because it's like, what's going on with this guy? Why are you going to stand there? And that he just gets pure joy from cars just driving by and them seeing him, and he gets a little scared. He just turns his head. If you don't know who Michael Myers from the movie Halloween is, it's like a scary, horrific, like white mask and then like a full blue jumpsuit with like crazy hair. So that's been a little bit tickling me pink, but working on a play has been so exciting. And the experience in the bubble has been so lovely, like to be connecting with people, that this whole grand experiment is going really successfully and it's coming to a close just this weekend. So
wow.
I'm really sad about that, but it's been worth all the hard work.
Well, that definitely brings us to our next segment, because we have to know more about this bubble. It has definitely been a hot topic in the Philadelphia community, the Wilma Theater Bubble. So let's go ahead and get into Hot Topic.
Hot Topic. Hot Topic.
So, for today's Hot Topic, we are discussing life inside the Wilma Theater Bubble. So, Justin, please tell us what this is for folks that don't know what's going on.
Okay, so this is like, theaters and everybody out there have been struggling with what to do during this pandemic, especially since everything has been shutting down. And what's been exciting is a lot of people have been pivoting to find new and creative ways to channel their energies and keep artists employed. Now, the Wilma Theater, where Jaylene and I are both company members, we're biased, is kind of on the forefront of all of this, because they've kept all of the company still employed. We're still meeting, we're still doing work, and they're finding ways to stay with the season that they had planned out and talking with those playwrights and getting all the rights. And so they've done an audio play of Alicia Harris's Is God Is. We've been making some of our own stuff called Code Blue, and some small readings here and there. And you can go onto the Wilma website and check out all of that information. But their latest show, the one that they're starting this season with, is Will Arbery's Heroes of the Fourth Turning, which is the story about a group of Catholic conservative folks living in Wyoming who are coming back for a school reunion. And it's very political. It's very of the moment. It's very much showcasing voices that we don't see a lot on stage, and not making any sort of biased judgment one way or the other. It's just saying, here are these people, here are the conversations that they're having. Maybe they're not so different from you, audience member, no matter where you fall. So it's a very riveting piece, really beautifully written. I'm so excited to be doing it. But so the whole process for doing it has been its own kind of production and its own show. For the past 5 weeks, we've been engaged in this, in the work itself. So for about 8 weeks, 8 weeks ago, we started having meetings on Zoom. Like, do we want to do this? Is this something that we can do? And the ball kept getting rolling. Everyone's like, yes, 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 we want to do this. So then we started working with the unions, Actors Equity and SAG, the Screen Actors Guild, to see what the best practices are, what's safe. And we've been following all the protocol. For 2 weeks, we quarantined in our houses in Philadelphia. We didn't have any contact with the outside world. We were getting tested regularly. And when those tests came back negative, which we're not allowed to say tests are negative, we say clear to work. So when we got our test as clear to work, we kept working. And 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now, we all managed to come together in our little pods. So out here, there's about 16 people between 4 houses. Each of those houses is their own pod. And, you know, we can do whatever we want in our pod. And then when we get to the shoot site, we have a lot of safety protocol we have to go through. They sanitize everything. Everything's cleaned all the time. We wear our masks inside. We keep our distance. And we get tested every 72 hours.
Wow.
And you know, at first it's like a little bit of an adjustment, a little bit of like, wow, this is a lot of work to do this thing. But ultimately we've been clear to work every single time. Everybody's being really compliant, obedient. Nobody's broken the bubble that I know of. And so it's just made a really rich experience to suddenly be in community with people who I haven't been for like the past 6 months.
I mean,
so that's what we're doing. And I think it's been going really, really well. Lots of rules, lots of compliance. What were you going to ask?
No, I was going to say that, I mean, it just sounds like an amazing experience. You know, us being actors, we haven't been able to do the thing that we get paid to do in the way that we used to do it. We don't get to do the thing that we love to do. So what was that like for the first time being in the space with these other actors, acting with them while looking in their face, looking in their eyes, not through a computer screen like we're doing right now, like actually being there together? What was it like to do that for the first time since the pandemic?
Absolutely shocking. It's one of the, it was kind of like oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this, or like, I forgot how to do this, or, it just felt, it was all the feelings, because it was like, this doesn't feel like I should be doing this. This doesn't feel safe. It feels naughty. It feels like I'm doing it wrong, even though it's totally legal. We were safe. It was just like, you've been conditioned for the past 6 months or however long to just be like, I can't be near a person. I can't be looking at a person. So that first day was really strange, suddenly talking to somebody, looking them in the eye, saying those lines. But after a while, it became like riding a bicycle. That was the first time. Yeah, tears of joy from Mama Pat. Remember, yeah, all of us seeing each other for the first time was very emotional. And then we kept getting our clear to work. And with each new clear to work, there's like a little bit of the rules relaxed. And I remember that first day we could all hug each other, masks on, hugging each other. That was also very emotional. But it was strange. It really is a new world, especially since we got so good at adapting to the Zoom screen. So
yes,
those 2 weeks of rehearsal, you get really good at acting like this. And I'm looking down here at my partner and they're looking like that same way. And then suddenly you're like, boom, looking at them in their eyes in real time, saying things to their face. You can hear their breathing, and it's a different world. This is a site-specific production being captured. It is still theater. Yes, Mama Pat, thank you.
And to be clear, for those that don't know, Mama Pat is also out in the bubble, because if you watched our episode where we had Mama Pat as a special guest, she is the resident stage manager at the Wilma Theater. So she is also out there in the bubble. Justin, you're so lucky to be able to be there with Mama Pat, and you gave Mama Pat a hug.
Yeah.
Mama Pat, I miss your hugs.
And she gave me an apple cider donut, which I had never had before, and it just tasted like I was eating a candy bar. It was delicious. But yes, I wanted to clarify, we're not making a movie. We're not making a film. It is a piece of theater. It's a site-specific production being captured on camera.
Yes, that's right, Paul. Wilma is always thinking outside of the box, and I miss theater as well. But till we can go back, I'm so happy that you all had this plan in place. Now, y'all are out there in the Poconos, Poconos area of PA, not too far from where I visited in Kunkletown for my anniversary when I saw that bear. So I wanted to ask, have y'all had any encounters with the wildlife?
I've only been on one hike with everybody because I'm teaching and working outside of all of this. But the other folks in my house went for a hike and they saw a bear on a ridge. And I don't know how they kept on hiking, because I would have been like, we're going back right now, turning around. But yeah, there's wildlife everywhere. Oh, effort. All right. There's an effort relative out here. Yes, I am an effort PA. And the shoot location, the camera capture location, is in Lehighton. And the Poconos are gorgeous, but the wildlife is crazy. There's deer everywhere when we're driving home. There's chickens and ducks in the middle of the road, vistas for miles, trees in the background. But my favorite thing is the birds. There's a lot of really beautiful birds here. There's bluebirds that we see. There's some like grouse-like, what are they called? I forget, but we see a lot of various birds everywhere just in the wild. Crickets, there's bats when we're filming flying through our scenes. We hear owl calls in the middle of like acting, or like we heard weird fox calls, random wildlife sounds. But also it's hunting season, so you just like gunshots. You're wandering around and you just hear a distant gunshot. It's bear hunting season here, y'all. So any of you that are from the Poconos or listening or have visited the Poconos or are hunters yourselves, it's a world that I don't know, and I feel crazy when I'm out there and I hear a gunshot. I'm like, just want to wave my hands and be like, not a bear.
Don't y'all have like a little cat that keeps visiting y'all?
Oh, we do. Everybody in my house has a different name for this cat. I call the cat Dr. Jim because that's one of the characters you don't see in our show. So that we always reference. So I'm like, there's Dr. Jim. Is this beautiful little cat? And I think I want to take everybody for a tour here in a moment. And maybe we'll see if Dr. Jim is out there. But
let's go.
Are you want to go for a tour?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. I need to preface this that before I say anything or show you, this house is like a horror movie set. I will say that out loud and up front, that this Airbnbs that you rent, and I don't know if this was your experience in Kunkletown, it's just like, they're not like Airbnbs that you rent in a big city or in like a very touristy place. This is just like cobbled together. It's still nice. This is a great place.
Okay.
But the decor is questionable.
Okay.
And it's so questionable that the first people that stayed here when we were starting to transition from our quarantine bubbles to here, we didn't all arrive at the same time or sleep here at the same time at the beginning. People were calling it strange, and they weren't able to sleep in their rooms. So we're going to take a tour.
I'm going to see if I can make, okay, yes, let me make you big.
A little bit bigger.
Can I? There we go.
Okay,
all right.
My room happens to be the only one on the first floor next to the, can you still hear me? I just unplugged my microphone.
Yes, I can hear you.
Next to the doorway. So I'll just give a little bit of a preview of my room. It's really messy right now, y'all. And the light may change as we go through. But this is my room behind me. Nice and big. I brought like all of my dressing room things that are normally in my space into this space. I do want to show that for the past 3 weeks in my bubble, I have had this on my walls. So way back when Jaylee put her headshot in my dressing room, it says, to Justin, president of #Team JCO, take wings and soar out there. Tell the story. You're doing okay work. Love, Jaylee. XOXO. Autograph and beautiful headshot. Those headshots have since been updated, but there she is on the wall right before I go to bed. I say my prayers and then I say goodnight to Jaylee. Let's look first at these ceiling stains, as well as this questionable lamp. So this is slowly going to start to tell you it's like a naked lady in front of a naked bulb.
Huh.
And now we're going to go out into the foyer here. I can't show you the whole house because everybody is still out and about and doing their things. But we may see some people as we go through. Here we are in the foyer. Very quickly. I'm going to show you really briefly as I go out in this costume into Effort, PA, this giant porch.
Ooh, yes.
There's the rest of the porch. It's quite a big house, y'all.
That's so cool.
There's just like weird rooms everywhere. Wait a second. Wait a second. I just found Campbell O'Hare, who we will interview. The house is so weird that we stand on our counters and open cabinets with like little pumpkins next to us.
Pumpkins, Justin.
I know. How are we gonna carve those?
Hi, Campbell.
Hi.
We'll show you Campbell in just a moment. Here's a weird room. Like this couch, like people, I don't know if like you want to sit on it, but we have to sit on it. There's strange art everywhere. I'm just going to show us our living space, our backyard, and then a massive dining room. So this is where we spend a lot of our time hanging out. We have our game night. We have a fireplace there.
Yes, game night.
Like it's just a lot of confused decorations and furniture. And so let me just zoom in over here. So there's like this kind of clock, which you're just like, what style are we going for here? Huh. And then like there's Russian books everywhere. So I think the aesthetic is not necessarily an American one, which there's nothing wrong with that. And I do want to show like this is that thing where you find in like a Chinese restaurant where it lights up and like things happen and it plays music.
Yes.
I don't know if it's gonna play its song right now.
Huh. Look at that. Oh, and that's Campbell.
So that happens. I'm gonna show you one more room, then the backyard, and then I want to talk with Campbell here.
Yes.
Sorry, MB. I'm just gonna put you on camera for just a second. There's MB, who is one of our actors in the show, in this massive dining room.
Wow.
Okay, I just need to show this art too. So like, well, first of all, the whole house is littered with like TJ Maxx detritus, which is like, who, what? Okay,
Pop a drink.
sure, that could make sense. But does it make sense next to that? And then does that make sense next to this?
Absolutely. Absolutely makes sense. I see what they're going for.
Yeah, so let me go show you the backyard, and then we will talk with Campbell Mohair. So out in our back, it's very sad that it's been rainy and cold because out here we have a pool.
Yes.
But we haven't been able to break it out at all. But over there's a fire pit and some of our tables, this whole backyard area. And then we have, it's all surrounded by these trees. It's very eclectic. Yes, an eclectic might be some people's style. But that's all out here. This is where I do my bird watching. The blue jays love to go around those trees. There's a whole second story with all a bunch of different bedrooms. But it's really, really nice. We've turned this weird house into a home. And speaking of home, I want to have one of my roommates, my housemates, on our show. Everybody give a nice round of applause for Campbell O'Hare. Pew, pew, pew. We're gonna do a pop-in with you. Let's see, do you mind? Okay, so everybody, this is Campbell O'Hare of Wilma's Hot House and other fame. I don't have your bio in front of me right now, Campbell. But you're gonna be our special guest. How's our lighting right now? Is it fine?
I guess we're okay.
I guess that's the best we can do. Anyway, Campbell is the one that did our photos that you saw earlier, and is just an all-around swell person. Jaylee, do you have some questions?
Justin.
Well, Campbell, first of all, thank you for those lovely pictures.
You're
We
so
appreciate
welcome.
them. Also, how have you been enjoying your bubble experience? What has it been like?
It's amazing. It is like, it is as dreamy as I had hoped it would be, to just wake up in the morning and see like all of my favorite people like doing coffee and shit. But am I allowed to curse?
Yeah, that's fine. Who are we living with?
We are living with Jared Clinigan, Sarah Glico, MB Scallon, and wait,
Yeah,
all of us?
Kelly McCleary.
Kelly McCleary, who's our producing director, who takes care of all of our things, and she brings us dinner home, and she orders our groceries, and yeah, we're really well taken care of. And I'm just so emotional all the time. I'm just crying constantly. It's so beautiful. I'm in physical pain.
Well, that's all our play. We're all crying all the time in the play, bearing our souls.
Yes.
That is amazing. Now, Campbell, what's one thing that you've learned about Justin since living in this Wilma bubble?
Oh gosh.
It's okay. I can take it.
No, I wasn't gonna say anything bad. I just learned that Justin's a little bit scared at night. Well, his room is on the bottom floor, and I think he's just a little freaked out that if a murderer comes in the night, he's going to be the first one taken.
This is true. So we have a porch light, and I never communicated to the whole house that I like the porch light on. It helps me sleep a little better. And so some folks, when they go to bed, they turn it off, and I go back and turn it on.
Yeah.
And then somebody else goes to bed, and they turn it off, and I run back out, and I turn it on. And
Who's that?
Justin, I didn't know. Because I'm sure that my windows don't lock, and it's right on the porch, and I hear things all night. Did you hear at 3 a.m. last night? I thought Kelly fell out of bed, because above my room, all I hear is, and then I sat up and I was like, is Kelly okay? And then I heard like steps getting back in, and I was like, she must have fallen out of the bed, and she's just going back to bed. But we all hear bumps in the middle of the night and just assume it's somebody else in the house, and I'm sure it's the ghost.
Yes.
I'm sure there's ghosts.
Yeah.
Well, stay safe, okay? We don't want to hold your time because we know you all have a lot of busy things to do, and we don't want to take up your time, Campbell, but we thank you for popping in with Poppa Pank real quick.
I love you guys.
Yeah.
We love you.
Keep climbing those counters.
Keep cleaning up the kitchen.
Oh, I love this. These are the cleanest roommates I've ever had.
Yes.
Sorry, Adam. Everybody cleans all the time here, which is just very exciting. I'm coming back to the studio, my bedroom studio, with all my
back to the studio. Well, thank you so much, Justin.
Yeah. Let's keep going.
Well, once again, that was Heroes of the Fourth Turning. When is it coming out? Do we know?
The dates are TBD. Sorry, I'm trying to find my charger. The dates are to be determined, but we're aiming for the next couple months.
Okay.
It all depends on editing and such.
Well, shout out to the Wilma. You know, it's crazy that like this is how we have to do theater now. But it's better than not doing it. So I'm really thankful that you all get to do this. So shout out to the Wilma. Thank you for allowing us to still be able to do art and do it safely. It's awesome. It's awesome.
This is the forefront of something big, and I know there's a lot of eyes on this project on the national scale to see, can we do this? Is it possible? Unions, everybody's like really curious because not a lot of theaters are endeavoring to do this. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of compliance. It takes a lot of changing our habits and getting comfortable with that. And it is possible. I mean, we have just a few more days to go, but from 8 weeks in, 3 weeks, 10 weeks, however long we've been doing it, it's possible. So
that's awesome. Well, you look like you're having a lot of fun. And speaking of fun, Halloween is this weekend. Halloween is freaking Saturday. So do y'all have any fun plans for Halloween? Like you're gonna literally be in the woods for Halloween. So what's gonna happen?
Those pumpkins you saw, we're going to carve them somehow. We watched a horror movie called The Ritual, and it scared the whole household. And I'll probably scare one or two of these folks, just like I've scared Jaylene in the past.
Glad I'm not there for that part.
Do you not like Halloween, or do you like Halloween?
That's the thing. Halloween, I like dressing up. After I like getting into costume and being the creative part of it, but I do not like being scared. I do not like being startled. Like I literally have a fear. Like I'm scared of being scared. So I don't like that part of it. But the dressing up, yes. As a kid, growing up in church, we wouldn't have Halloween, but we would have Hallelujah Night.
Talk about that. What is Hallelujah Night?
Hallelujah Night is the church's version of Halloween. So you dress up, but you dress up like as like characters from the Bible. So I actually have a photo. Here we are. Here. So this is Jackie and I. Jackie is the person I always, when I talk about our game where I left off, the singing game that we do, and I say my friend Jackie and I, that's Jackie.
Now I'm only gonna picture you, Jackie, in that outfit and you in that outfit. We're talking about that game.
So here we are in our I believe Jackie is an angel. She might be, I don't know what angel she is, but she's an angel. And I am Mary.
Can I just cite that face you're given in your, how old are you?
I've got to be like 4.
4. Making that face, and still to this day, it was there, it always will be, and it always has been. That's great. I love that.
That's at the time my grandma would make all my costumes and my grandma was a master seamstress. So she made that costume for me. It was great. Now, speaking of Halloween, true confession, I have never been trick-or-treating. And I kind of am sad about that. Justin, have you been trick-or-treating before?
One day when we're doing a show together at the Wilma, we're all in person. You can go from dressing room to dressing room and we'll all put a little candy in your in your bag. I loved trick-or-treating as a kid. But again, I think it's like taken on a new thing with trick-or-treating with my daughter. However, Halloween has been canceled this year in terms of trick-or-treating. The big street that we go on has signs that say no trick-or-treating. So we're trying to devise something. I won't be there. I'm in the bubble where like maybe the neighbors can all like hang something outside their house. But she doesn't like costumes. She took off her costume last year immediately. This year she's like, I don't want to have a costume, but I want candy.
Oh,
I don't know.
That's right, girl. I get it. Just go straight to it. Like, I love candy. I listen. I just love
What is
food.
your favorite candy?
Would you say?
What's your favorite candy?
For Halloween, I would have to say candy corn, and the little Snickers, the mini Snickers.
Mm-hmm.
I have candy. Well, I don't have candy, but you know, since we're in the Halloween spirit and there's lots of sweets,
Trick or treat. What do you have for me? Trick or treat.
I have a Dirty John from Sweet Box Cupcakes.
Ooh!
Like
what is Dirty John?
Would you say?
What is that situation?
Dirty John. So this is like Oreo cake, and then it's like Oreo cookie dough, and then it's like frosting, like an Oreo buttercream frosting.
I am glad this is a lunchtime episode because I'm going to stuff my face with sweets right after this. You know, the only candy that I got for you right now is a Reese's peanut butter.
Of course. He loves peanut butter Reese's. Like, he loves that.
And when the holidays roll around and they're shaped like this, the peanut butter to chocolate ratio grows. So it's just like, here's more peanut butter and less chocolate. So thank you for this. Thank you, Paul, out there for this. Whole bag, almost all gone. But what is your favorite candy out there? Your favorite Halloween candy? I want to take a second to also
comment.
We shouted out Halloween. We shouted out Hallelujah Night. I also want to cite Dia de los Muertos, the Mexican holiday for Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
And this only came into my like sort of life when I had a daughter and we watched Coco a lot. Jaylene, have you seen Coco? Y'all, do yourself a favor. Go watch the Disney movie Coco and get a box of tissues. And also, it's just one of the best movies out there. Anyway, this movie is all about Day of the Dead. And they have this, there's a practice called the ofrenda, which you put like pictures of all of your deceased loved ones and you put like food and gifts. And it's just a time to honor and pause and to invite those spirits to come be in your house and in your home and to have like a day of celebration. So we started doing that in my household and it's just been so lovely. And I kind of love that aspect of honoring or reframing Halloween as a celebration for those as well who have passed. So, go watch Coco and then go put up your ofrenda in your house.
Yes. Well, we wouldn't be who we are if we didn't celebrate Halloween with some Pank Gamez. So we have about 10 more minutes. So Justin, let them know how we do this game.
So this is a game called, and we want you out there to play with us. This is called, wait, I just want to cite that candy corn has been given a shout out as well as peanut butter pumpkins in the chat. But I want you to know that you out there can play. This is called Ghost, Witch, Vampire, or One of Us. So on these, I've written on cards, and you'll write in the chat, I've written the word vampire, I've written the word witch, I've written the word ghost, and then on another card, I have Jaylene's name or my name. Did you have your name too?
Oh, right. I got to put your name.
So I'm going to read, I'm going to say something, and then Jaylene and I, we're trying to get a match or get a match with one of you out there. It's tricky because now we have that delay, but that's okay. You can write what you thought the word was, like the prompt, and then whose name. So, okay. For instance, I might say, which one of these makes a strange sound when walking around? A ghost, witch, vampire, or one of us? So then I'm going to say it's this one. We're trying to go for a match. Okay, we're going to flip it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yay!
Yes! Yeah, I think witches like squish or they like groan. What sounds did you think?
I don't know. A ghost doesn't have feet or anything, so they would glide. And a vampire, I don't know. I just feel like the witch got the broom, and I feel like the witch makes more noise.
Mama Pat said a ghost makes weird sounds walking around. Okay, what appears in the corners of a castle? Which one of these appears in the corners of a castle?
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Ghosts appear in the corner of castles. Yeah, that's a tricky one because vampires could also appear in the corners of castles. Which one likes to eat bugs? Bugs. Likes to eat bugs. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Because you're thinking blood. You're thinking like blood bugs.
Yeah.
Thought about that. Okay, let's go fast. So, Is horrifying to find in your closet? Is horrifying to find in your closet? 1, 2, 3.
That's good. I should have put that.
I thought for sure that's what you would say.
Oh my gosh, no.
Attractive but deadly. Attractive but deadly. We're getting a little bit more advanced now. Attractive but deadly. 1, 2, 3.
I thought you were gonna say me.
I know. That vampire is tricky. Okay. Most likely to shop at Target. This was okay. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Okay. Just a few more. Is completely fascinated by cheesecake.
You sound like a ghost.
I sound like a ghost? Let me pull this out.
Okay, it stopped.
It stopped. Now I sound fine.
Yes.
Okay.
We kept talking about ghosts and
I know, they're here. They all came. They're watching the game. They're all playing over here. Is completely fascinated by Cheesecake Factory. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
You know you love Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, we need to get it. How many have we gotten together? Maybe 2 or 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, just a couple more.
Okay.
Likes parades with drum lines. Likes parades with drum lines. A ghost, witch, vampire, or one of us. Likes parades with drum lines. Dang, this was hard. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Really, it's my mother-in-law. She loves drums.
Okay.
See, Mama Pat, you have to let us know what you said our names for, because it's delayed, we don't know. You put Justin and you put my name, but I don't know which ones you're responding to. So you have to let us know. Okay.
Just 3 more. Okay. Last one of these is a vegan. A ghost, a vampire, a witch, or one of us is a vegan.
I'm ready.
Oh, okay. Oh, gosh. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! It was between a ghost and Jaylene, which is there a difference? Okay, the last 2 that we have for each of us. Scares Jaylene the most. Which one of these scares Jaylene the most? Ghost, witch, vampire.
Wait, so my mother-in-law wrote me, and I'm pretty sure it was for the lights parades with drum lines. Yes, I'm pretty sure. Okay.
Scares Jaylene the most. Ghost, witch,
scares me the most.
Yeah, ghost, witch, vampire, or me.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3. I thought you were gonna say that, but I thought you were also scared of ghosts.
Mama Pat's a vampire.
Oh, okay. So then the last one is
okay. Scares Justin the most. Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. I love this game. I want to play this regular.
Oh my gosh. Well, folks, we are nearing the end of our lunch break. We appreciate you all for joining us today. Justin, how was your meal?
You know, it was bland.
Yeah, I didn't really see you eating it, whereas I've been eating the entire time.
I'm trying to move the broccoli cheddar soup through my body.
Great. Okay. Well, before we go, we of course have to do our Pank Freestyle. And I think we should do it in the style of our Halloween costume. So let me bring my...
What does that even mean? Okay, I see what you...
So I have to do a freestyle that D Nice would do.
Okay.
And you have to do a freestyle that... Who are you, Wild Basil?
Let's just be a pirate then.
A pirate. Who's going first?
You give me the prompt first.
Okay, your prompt is spooky.
Our mateys, sail the seas with me. We have a lot of spooky things to see. I've been up and down the bow today. There's ghosts all around and in my hay. So happy Halloween, y'all kitties and hosts. It's time for spooky time with ghosts.
Yes! That was really good. Okay.
Yours is Bubbles.
Bubbles?
Bubbles.
DJ D Nice, we gonna have some bubbles. The way I mix, you won't find no troubles. We going to the beat, you're moving your feet. Get some candy corn, that'll be real sweet.
Yeah! Bravo.
Oh my goodness, y'all, thank you so much. Before we end, of course, we have our JJ proverb.
If eyes are the windows to the soul, you best have sunglasses.
There you go. And our special announcement for the for November, I can't see y'all's comments.
Yeah, next month we are returning to the Horizon at Home platform with Theater Horizon. Thank you so much for having us back, Theater Horizon. If you've been rocking with us from the beginning, then you know on April 1st, we did our first live show on Instagram. And the next day we were approached by Theater Horizon to bring our show to their Horizon at Home platform.
Yes. So I am very excited about this. We will be every Wednesday at 9 o'clock for November. The first Wednesday is our opening night show. Our second show will feature veteran actor Khalil Kane of the classic movie Juice and the hit show Girlfriends, which recently came to Netflix. What are our third and fourth shows, Justin?
Our third show will feature Barrymore award-winning actress Danielle Lene, who was most recently seen in her award-winning performance as Black Mary in Gem of the Ocean at the Arden Theater here in Philly, and was also one of the voices of Is God Is that the Wilma early in the spring. And our final November show will be our Thanksgiving Eve spectacular, which you don't want to miss. See what we're cooking, see what's going to happen. But we'll see you next week on November 3rd, the day after the election. Please do not forget to vote.
Please, y'all, get out there and vote.
And if you're seeing this tonight at 9 p.m., we love you from the past, and we will love you in the future.
So let me hit that music. So we thank you all for joining us here on Poppa Pank on our special Poppa Lunch episode. You know, we had a good time having lunch with you. We had a good time having a little drink with you. We had a good time playing games with you. And we're just so very thankful for you. Join us next week right here on our Facebook page at 9 p.m. Tonight we'll be re-airing. I'll be reposting this video at 9 o'clock so we can watch it again if you'd like or if you missed it. And I'll be in the comments. Justin will be in the woods performing, but I'll be in the comments with you all so I can interact while we rewatch the episode at 9. We love you. We thank you. All right. Bye.